Hey everybody, hi Andy.
Hi Renee.
You hanging in there?
Happy 240th live stream.
I know, it's a lot. Well, we're glad you're joining us. We've got a couple folks here in the audience, along with Sandy and Andy. Say something, I'm going to sneeze.
Okay. Bless you, Renee.
Thank you, Father.
Oh, you've sinned? Again?
All right. Renee's feeling a little under the weather.
Yeah, I am.
So,
I've got congestion and phlegm.
Oh, I hate phlegm.
I've
It's
phlegm.
also an ugly word.
It's kind of an interesting word. Is it French or something? Seems sort of French. Where are you going, Andy?
I don't think I'm on.
No, you're on.
Am I?
Yeah, you just need to talk closer to the microphone. Yeah. Well, anyway, thanks for joining us tonight. It's dark, and
It is.
yeah. So this is number 240. We were just talking about that we might try to angle to have our 250th live stream on the 5-year anniversary of
5 years?
our first
Wow.
live stream during COVID. I believe it was March 19th,
okay.
2020. 5 years, I know. That's weird. That even just sounded weird to kind of say that. Wow, we've been through a lot. That is for sure. All right. Well, anyway, thanks for joining us.
One day we woke up and the sky was falling. We saw the life we knew in ashes and on the shore. We ran, we ducked, we hid, we scattered. We stood and then we noticed it wasn't falling everywhere or forevermore. We'd lost the battle. Maybe we'd lost the battle. We just lost the battle. But we're still in the war. One day I woke up to hear my brothers crying. Rage of generations spreading door to door. Thunder down the secret tunnels and between the thrones of power, and crashing like the sound of iron statues on a concrete floor. We Thank you very much.
Hey, Renee,
Yes,
I'm getting a real delay just on this screen here.
it's because you need to hit the little circle, like the black and white circle at the bottom.
Where it says settings? No, something weird.
This is a special in-between song segment
so
that we've
sorry, but
rehearsed and put together for the listening audience because it is really fascinating. No, I agree. I'm just making fun. Just making a little lemonade here for the
Okay,
folks.
just give me my chat and then we're good. No, see, that's what happened the last time. Okay, this is good now.
So I guess there is a delay
Okay.
on the screen.
Thank you.
Here.
It's fixed
And now
now.
it's been fixed. Our tech crew is taking
Name
care of it.
Lee Renee.
Tech crew. Makeup.
I'm the problem reporter. You're the problem fixer. We all have our roles.
It's all good.
So you complain, you solve. Yeah.
Ouch!
Yeah.
Well, she wasn't complaining. She was just asking for help.
I know.
I'm tech support.
Yeah.
Which I've done my whole career.
Yeah, but you're retired.
Uh-oh.
Can you guys, wow. So Andy's phone is ringing and it's a quack. It's really loud. Okay, I'm not sure if you guys can hear it. But all of a sudden, just a quack.
And you're talking about me.
Was it your friend the mallard? Or was it somebody else? Well, that went smoothly from song 1 to song 2.
Right.
We should be here till
Yeah.
about midnight tonight at the rate we're going.
They spend more time in between songs than playing.
Like, who do you think you are, Arlo Guthrie?
All right, here's a Bob Dylan song.
Right.
1, 2, 3, go.
Ring them bells, ye heathen, for the city that dreams. Ring them bells from the sanctuaries, across the valleys and streams. Oh, the deep and they're wide, and the world's on its side. Time is running backwards, and so is the pride. Ring them bells, St. Peter, where the four winds blow. Ring them bells with an iron hand, so the people will know. Oh, it's rush hour now, on the wheel and the plow, and the sun is going down upon the sacred cow. Ring them bells, sweet Martha, for the poor man's son. Ring them bells so the world will know that God is one. Oh, the shepherd is asleep where the willows weep, and the mountains are filled with lost sheep. Ring them bells for the blind and the deaf. Ring them bells for all of us who are left. Ring them bells for the child that cried, for the child that cries when innocence dies. Ring them bells for the time that flies, for the child that cries when innocence dies. Ring them bells, St. Catherine, from the top of the room. Ring them bells from the fortress for the lilies that bloom. and they're breaking down the distance between right and wrong. Breaking down the distance between right and wrong. Thank you very much.
That's such a great song.
Yep. So we got some folks out there?
You do, you do. You've got Hatters online, Checkinators online, Bill and Pam are online, April's online, and I said hello to people in the lurkers, and so Jerry came forward to say she was lurking. But
right.
there's about 20 people out there, and I've only got about 9 that are not
Hello,
lurking.
everybody. I want to say a special hello to Hatter because tomorrow night I'm going to be flying out to Denver, where that's my alma mater, and I used to play hockey there, and the Hatter was our equipment manager. And we're going to miss you there this weekend, Hatter. Dan Vlysolovich and several other guys were asking about you.
Did anybody else in here go to the University of Denver? Anyone? Oh, me. Hey, Sandy, you know.
No, did you
You
play
know-
hockey
no.
too?
What?
Did you play hockey too?
I did not play hockey. I did go to a few games.
Okay.
You'd think I would have gone to more games, but I had gigs. So on Fridays and Saturdays, as it turned out. I went my freshman year a fair amount, but I never met Andy until much later in our college career. But I have since gone to quite a few hockey events. And I will say it seems that the hockey players have mellowed over the years, because one of the first things I heard when I got to University of Denver was to stay away from the hockey players.
Which you did.
Which I did, and in retrospect, probably was a fairly good idea from the stories that I've heard. None including Andy, of course. He was a perfect saint.
Yeah.
Yeah, bad company, Andy.
I'll
You
try
might
to
revert
avoid the hockey
back.
players when I get there.
Try not to put like a flaming pile of poop in front of anybody's hotel room door. Just a story, a rumor, merely a rumor.
Yeah, hear the whole story.
Oh, yeah, I'm
She
sure there
really deserved it. Long December, and there's reason to believe maybe this year will be better than the last. I can't remember the last thing that you said as you were leaving. Now the days go by so fast, and it's one more day up in the canyon, and it's one more night in Hollywood. If you think that I could be forgiven, wish you would. Na 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 na, yeah. The smell of hospitals in winter, and the feeling that it's all a lot of oysters, but no pearls. And all at once you look across the crowded room to see the way that light attaches to a girl. And it's one more day up in the canyon, and it's one more night in Hollywood. You think you might come to California? Wish you would. Na 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 na, yeah. Oh yeah. Riverside Manor sometime after 2 a.m. to talk a little while about the year. I guess winter makes you laugh a little slower, makes you talk a little lower about the things you could not show her. And it's been a long December, and there's reason to believe maybe this year will be better than the last. I can't remember all the times I tried to tell myself to hold on to these moments as they pass. And it's one more day up in the canyon, and it's one more night in Hollywood. And it's been so long since I've seen the ocean, I guess I should. Na 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 na, yeah, oh yeah. Na 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 na, yeah. That was called Na Na Na, yeah.
No, that one goes na 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 na.
Oh, right,
Hey,
sorry.
hey. Oh, no, that's hey, hey, hey. Sorry, you're right. That one is called na na.
This one
na.
was called A Long December
was.
by the
It
Counting Crows.
It is. Oh, Frostbite's online.
Hey,
Frostbite.
Frostbite.
Hello, Frostbite.
Well, yeah. So since we've been online, Andy, the Dodgers won the World Series.
Huh,
I don't know if you knew that, because I didn't really talk too much about it or mention it.
You know, I've heard something somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, and I also didn't put my phone like on this little thing in front of me during our gig that didn't have a TV in the room, so I could kind of keep track. I didn't do that, so, and you didn't get mad at me for doing it, so that was good. You actually were very tolerant. I'd like to officially thank you for
Thank you.
your toleration.
I did notice that you were doing that.
Yes, I thought you probably did.
And I did ask myself, is that the most professional choice to make?
Well,
And then I just let it go.
to my defense, I didn't screw up, and we often have gigs where there's lots of TVs
That's
everywhere.
very
It's a
true.
thing I've mastered over these many years. People want to know how I know so much about sports. I'm like, well, I've played gigs in bars.
I'm a musician, yeah.
Yeah. And I want to just address the election yesterday. So I know we have people in our audience who are from all parts of the spectrum on political thought and all of that. But I know a lot of, Andy and I are definitely liberal, and so we were disappointed at the outcome. And so I know a lot of people are very sad, or various things, whatever you are. And if you're happy, then that's great that you're happy. But I was sent an email from our friend Annie Moser, who lives back in Maryland, and she has a mentor who wrote a piece, not just about this, but about, she was the woman, I believe her name is Ellie Michaels, and she was confronted with an MS diagnosis several years ago. And so she was kind of likening getting news about something that you don't know what the outcome is going to be and you're afraid. And she had many useful pieces of advice about staying present in the moment, and also just about being okay with your feelings, whatever they are. And I just wanted to read this little piece. And she was referring to your emotions, and kind of reminded me a little bit of that movie Inside Out, I think, where it's
we saw that
yeah.
with all the emotions.
So all the emotions are in the,
yeah.
and it's both of those movies are really fantastic. There might even be 2 or 3 of them, but they're fantastic. But it reminded me of it, and she says regarding your emotions, she says, let them all have a seat at the table, the fear, the sadness, the panic, all of it. But tell it, and this part is very important, that it just gets a seat at the table. It doesn't get to dominate the conversation. You can also get to feel joy, love, humor, connection, which is what we're all feeling right now together online, and hope. So all the feelings get a seat at the table. So that doesn't mean deny the ones that you don't want. Let them feel them, and then they can go away. So
beautiful.
I just wanted to say that. So
that was beautiful.
Thank you, Annie, for sharing that. All right.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You and I travel to the beat of a different drum. Oh, can't you tell by the way I run? Every time you make eyes at me, oh, you cry and moan and say it won't work out. Oh, but honey child, I got my doubt. You can't see the forest for the trees. Oh, don't get me wrong, it's not that I'm knocking, it's just that I'm not in the market for a boy who wants to love only me. Yes, and I ain't saying you ain't pretty. All I'm saying is I'm not ready for any person, place, or thing to try and pull its reins in on me. So goodbye, I'll be leaving. I see no sense in this crying and grieving. We'll both live a lot longer if you live without me. Oh, don't get me wrong, it's not that I'm knocking, it's just that I'm not in the market for a boy who wants to love only me. Yes, and I ain't saying you ain't pretty. All I'm saying is I'm not ready for any person, place, or thing to try and pull its reins in on me. So goodbye, I'll be leaving. I see no sense in this crying and grieving. We'll both live a lot longer if you live without me. If you live without me.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
That's a really old song, but it holds up really, really well.
It does. It sounds fresh and it's fun and
I know. I think I was telling you the other day, I think of all the 515 songs that we have in the repertoire, that's the one that makes me the happiest when we just kick into it.
yeah.
Even though it's like, when did she record it? In the early
Late 60s,
70s?
probably.
Yeah.
It was her first hit.
Yeah, we went with the
Um,
Stone Ponies before she went out on her own.
And we hopped right on that. We learned it about a year ago.
Not even,
Yeah,
Andy.
yeah.
We learned it like 6 months ago.
Wanted
wanted
to
to-
catch that wave.
You wanted to make sure it had staying power.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
And Michael Nesmith wrote it, and it was from a male perspective, but I'm glad she did her own, a female perspective version, where it's like, you know, talk to the hand, sort of.
Yes.
You all talk to the hand. No capo, right?
No
It's
capo.
Okay,
making
good.
people out there happy.
Oh, good. Well, it's making me happy.
It's a
Good.
good place to be right now.
All right. This is one we played for a little bit, and then it kind of fell out of the rotation. It's one that was written by our old friends, the Tudor Brothers, and it's called "The Other Side of the Wind." Let's see, just got to get this microphone to be in its place. All right. Can I get the tech team over here? Renee?
Sibilance.
I'm the complaint team.
Can I have a big happy C?
Oh, a bouncy C.
One,
Give me a C.
2, 3, 4. Fact is, I don't know anything, if anything's worth knowing at all. And I've seen through nightfall's gates the complete half-hearted rise and fall, full-shouldered shouts and misleading tones to set our record straight. And conscience may tell what you might have said, but the truth is open to debate. Red lights bleed in blurry mist as shadows descend, leaving you and I to feel whatever we will from the other side of the wind. To himself in the third person as the symbol of the age, fell out with those who were buying the Times and ran it on the front page. Misrepresentation may be the explanation for mistaken identity. A shaggy dog story for honor and glory, and a punchline for all to see, yeah. He said, don't pay attention, things are going all right. I've got nothing to defend. And anyone knows you gotta keep those doors closed to the other side of the wind. I'm certain as I'm saying this to contradict myself, but I knew a man once who told me straight he was somebody else, and I didn't disagree. I felt if anyone should know it was him, just a sigh of relief and a steady belief that his margin for error was slim. He said, fate ain't nothing but chance on a string. Who pulls which side depends on where you stand and what flames are fanned by the other side of the wind. Thank you very much.
I like that one.
Me too.
It's peppy.
That's from about 1987, that one.
Oh, we jumped right on that one too. Well, this is more recent. It could possibly even be from this century.
And it almost has
Yeah,
the
it has to
same
be.
name.
It does.
It
That last song was The Other Side of the Wind. This is The Other Side of the World. It's by K.T. Tunstall, who Sandy and I went to see the other night at the Troubadour. And Yeah, the sound guy who stalked me all those many years ago doesn't work there anymore, so that
So
was
we can
good.
go back.
So it was safe.
Safe, yeah.
He didn't throw 4 dozen flowers
eight
at you.
dozen.
8 dozen.
Oh.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And he didn't play Soul Cages by Sting and say that that made us soulmates, so which was good. Over the sea and far away, she's waiting like an iceberg, waiting to change, but she's cold inside. She wants to be like the water. All the muscles tighten in her face, buries her soul in one embrace. She's one and the same, just like water. Then the fire fades away, but most of every day is full of tired excuses, but it's too hard to say. I wish it was simple, but we give up easily. We're close enough to see that you're on the other side of the world to me. On comes the panic light, holding on with fingers and feelings of light. But the time has come to move along, and the fire fades away, but most of every day is full of tired excuses, but it's too hard to say. I wish it was simple, but we give up easily. We're close enough to see that you're on the other side of the world. Can you help me? Can you let me go? And can you still love me when you can't see me anymore? Then the fire fades away, most of every day, full of tired excuses, but it's too hard to say. I wish it was simple, but we give up easily. We're close enough to see that you're on the other side of the world. On the other side of the world. You're on the other side of the world to me. Thank you very much. Well, the old froggy throat kind of held fast, not too shabby.
It doesn't sound like you're congested when you sing, only when you talk.
Only when I talk, I know it's weird, right? Yeah, I don't know. That happens. I don't know
Just do
why that
that
happens.
thing with your voice when you talk to make the phlegm and the gristle and the obstruction go away.
Gristle, nice. You're totally grossing me out right now. I mean, phlegm is bad enough, but now you've instituted gristle. Although Andy is the most gristle-averse person I've ever met in my whole life.
Gristle sucks.
Yeah.
That's why it's called gristle. Yeah. Like if it was good, it would have a better name.
Like if he's eating a steak and it has like the smallest piece of fat or whatever on it, he freaks out. Fun facts about Andy Hill.
I pictured a rainbow. You held it in your hands. I had flashes. You saw the plans. I wandered out in the world for years. While you just stayed in your room. I saw the crescent. You saw the whole of the moon. The whole of the moon. You were there in the turnstiles with the wind at your heels. You stretched for the stars. You know how it feels to reach too high, too far, too soon. You saw the whole of the moon. I was grounded while you filled the skies. I was dumbfounded by truth. You cut through lies. I saw the rain-dirty valley. You saw Brigadoon. I saw the crescent. You saw the whole of the moon. I spoke about wings. You just flew. I wondered, I guess then I tried. You just knew I sighed. Yeah, but you swooned. I saw the crescent. You saw the whole of the moon. The moon. You were there in the turnstiles with the wind at your heels. You climbed on the ladder. You know how it feels to reach too high, too far, too soon. You saw the whole of the moon. The whole of the moon. Unicorns and cannonballs, palaces and piers, trumpets, towers and tenements, wide oceans full of tears, flags, rags, ferry boats, scimitars and scarves, every precious dream and vision underneath the stars. Yes, you climbed on the ladder with the wind in your sails. You came like a comet, blazing your trail. Too high, too far, too soon. You saw the whole of the moon. Did you see the whole of the moon? Thank you very much. That's an old Waterboys song from 1985. That was the first great song that I heard after I moved to Los Angeles. I moved to Los Angeles in August of 1985, and I was installing an alarm system in a home. That was my job for a while. And a song came on the radio, and I didn't know who the singer was. I didn't recognize the sound of it, but I picked up a couple of these lines. You know, I would hear one line, oh, that's pretty good. You know, I'd listen a little closer, and oh, that's good too. And then it was one of those things where the DJ didn't tell you the name of the song. And this is going to sound like name dropping, because it is. I happened to be living with the actor Michael J. Fox at that point. And I went back home to his mansion in Laurel Canyon and said, have you heard this song? It's something about a hole of the moon. No, he'd never heard of it. And back
Well, you
then,
could have gone to the internet. Oh, wait a minute, it wasn't invented yet.
Yeah, if I had gone to NASA, I could have maybe walked inside their computer and looked around.
Punched a few holes in some cards, fed them into that.
There was no way to find it out. And then, I don't know, a month later, we were watching it. He had one of those huge TVs that right now would be an embarrassment to have. But back then, it was a real object of, your status. It was just huge. And it came on MTV, and I went, there's the song! And I've carried it around with me.
And we
ever
learned it
since.
last week.
Yeah.
No. Not true. You want to come over and play some guitar, Andy? Okay.
It's stuck in a moment.
Oh, yeah, speaking of stuck in a moment, if you want to make some requests, you guys online, if you're so inclined, many of you know the drill, but you could open up, if you're watching on your computer, you could open up another tab. See, I'm the technical person. Go to andyandrenee.com and go to the music page, and you can download our song list, and then you can make requests in the chat room to the lovely Sandy Behar.
Ta-da!
That exhausted me just saying that.
And now you have to sing.
Right, okay. Okay, I feel like one of those things of outside the car lot, it's going like this, but my air just fell out. All right, we'll see how far I get with this one.
What are those things called? If someone could
must
look
have
it
a
up
name,
and
right?
report into the chat, we'd appreciate that.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Is my hair better?
Yeah, you were knocking your head forward too much. I know Trish
Don't wanna
Tokar
let
was
that
bugged
happen.
by it, so I needed to say something. Stay with me another day. Stay with me.
Stay with me.
Stay with me.
Stay with me.
Another day.
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 Well, geez, you asked for requests and had to write a book.
Thank you. Oh, wow, good. Awesome sauce. Did I just say that out loud? Sorry.
Interesting
All
product
right.
to have on the market.
Did you write awesome sauce? No, yeah, that's right. I'm the complainer and the scribe.
All right, I think we are going to do a Bruce Coburn song. Say, okay. This is one from Canada.
Canada, as Sandy would say. Canada. And it's from Canada.
Yeah, it's an interesting way to pronounce that vowel.
Canada.
Wonder what
I might be exaggerating slightly, but that's what imitators do, right? It's not that much.
What's the kind of writing where it actually indicates all that stuff?
Phonetics?
Yeah.
That's how I learned to
wonder what
read, by the way.
Wonder what the,
The old-
phonetic
The old schwa,
representation
the
of that.
schwa A. Anyone? Anyone? All right. That's Jimmy. Yeah. Jimmy says we referenced your Canadian drawl in a song.
Oh,
Yeah. Jimmy Sachs wrote that. Yeah. Andy yells out in his Canadian drawl.
And then you do that dumb imitation of me. Really, you had to do that and put it on a
Dumb.
record.
Well,
Yeah.
it's subjective. Dumb.
Anyway, here's the song. Getting prepared to haul the car out of the river. Noise and smoke and concrete seem to be going on forever. Grinding gears and drivers getting high on exhaust. I'm thinking about the water down below and what was lost. Chinko chingle in space torpedo beams, comic book violence and escaping steam. Gray-suited businessmen pissing against the wall, cut to crumbling guardrail, slow motion car falls. Tokyo never can sleep in your arms. Mine keeps on ringing like a fire alarm. Me and all these other dice bouncing around in the cup. Did you have to show me that accident scene? Didn't I get enough shaking up? Still I'm gonna miss you. Dragon of good fortune struggles with the trickster fox. Energy and patience and the power of the buck. Tonight I'm flying headlong into the dark red edge of dawn. Somebody will be crying, somebody will be gone. Tokyo never can sleep in your arms. came around in the cup. Did you have to show me that accident scene? Didn't I get enough shaking up? Still I'm gonna miss you. That's a song called Tokyo.
I like that one.
Me too.
Doesn't, so you guys know we do an annual Bob Dylan Fest. Does anybody know about that? Thank you.
Yeah, I've never heard you mention
Yeah, we
that
haven't mentioned it
before.
very much, but
Yeah, tell me about
but I guess we better
I'm
start
curious.
because it's going to be on
May's
May
gonna be
11th.
here before
Yeah,
we know
before
it.
we know it. Yeah. Oh God, that makes me even more tired. No, it makes me super excited, is what it does. Anyway, the reason I bring that up, it's kind of a far-reaching reference, but that song references pachinko machines, right, Andy?
Yeah, it's the only song I know with the word pachinko.
Yeah, it's a
Pachinko
Japanese
jingle,
game.
space
like a,
torpedo
yeah.
beams.
And Andy used to have a roommate, Tomomi, who is Japanese, and she's a nurse, and she came over here, and she ended up marrying John DeGroove Jr., not surprisingly the son of John DeGroove Sr.,
Yeah.
who we know all of them. But anyway, the point is that John DeGroove Jr. is a stage manager at Dylan Fest. See, I'm
Yeah.
getting there. And he has a collection of pachinko
He has
machines.
like 12 pachinko machines.
Yeah.
And it was quite funny because I own a big white cargo van, and that makes me everybody's friend when they have to move, which is unfortunate. And they needed some help, and Tomomi was a dear friend. And she wasn't too happy about his collection of pachinko machines, if I recall. And it filled up the whole van twice.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
they're big.
Yeah, they're like
Like a slot
kind of
machine?
they're as big as like two of these QSC K10s for the listening audience. I'm using something that everybody knows about.
Unfortunately, they can't see them on the camera.
Yeah,
But
okay,
anyway,
all right.
take his word for it.
They're like a
pretty
little
big.
refrigerator.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one, like half size, mini.
A dorm
fridge.
refrigerator.
Or like one of those Marshall amp refrigerators that I have over there.
Something else the online audience can't see.
What's another thing that we could?
All right. Well, we're going to do a song by Bob Marley, Yaman. Oh, pirates, yes, them rabbi sold out to the merchant ships. Minutes after they took I from the bottomless pit, but my aim was laid strong by the hand of the Almighty. We forward in this generation triumphantly. Won't you help to sing another song of freedom? 'Cause all I ever had, redemption songs, redemption songs. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop all the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Won't you help to sing another song of freedom? Is all I ever had. Redemption songs, redemption songs. Sing on with me, children, and every way now, and every day, in every way, in every day. Won't you help to sing another song of freedom? Is all I ever had. Redemption songs, redemption songs. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop other time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it. We got to fulfill the book. Won't you help to sing another song of freedom? 'Cause all I ever had. Redemption songs, redemption songs. Sing on with me, children, and every way now, and every day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
The late, great Bob Marley.
Yeah. We can move it if you need. Hey, we're halfway through, and if you've been watching us for the last 239 shows, you know, midway we beg you guys for money. Well, we're not really begging you for money. We're just saying if you're appreciating tonight's festivities and you are so inclined to remunerate us, it's the only time in my month I get to say remunerate.
It's a hard word to say.
It is, especially when you've got a cold.
You could say pay us. You could,
Anyway,
yeah.
Contribute to our efforts this evening. Not as fun as remunerate,
Compensate.
actually. Yeah. Anyway, this is how you do it, through PayPal or Venmo, and those are the addresses. And as always, we give a portion of the profits to the Midnight Mission homeless shelter in downtown Los Angeles. That's harder for me to say than remunerate. And this year, again, our band Hard Rain will be playing in the morning for the Midnight Mission Thanksgiving Day celebration and meal. And so if you'd like to come down and volunteer, just go to midnightmission.org, or maybe it's .com, I'm not sure. Org, also a weird word to say. They're also looking for volunteers the week before Thanksgiving to help prepare. I think I read today, our friend Georgia Berkovich sent out the press release and everything, and I think they're looking to serve 3,500 meals that day.
I'm on turkey carving duty on Friday the 22nd.
Wow, Sandy with a knife in her hand.
Don't mess with me.
So everybody be super nice to Sandy.
We're going to send the nice Sandy that day, though.
Well, all right. So anyway, so thank you for your generosity to not only us, but the Midnight Mission.
Oh, and by the way, Andy, Kyle's online and said that you helped him move to Hollywood in your white van in 1998.
There you go. So
there's proof you were telling the truth.
Proof positive.
Validation, yeah. Hello, Kyle.
Hi, Kyle.
You got a big
Hi,
birthday
Carol.
coming up, right?
Well,
Well, it's a birthday. I don't know if it's big. But I think he's got one coming up very soon.
all birthdays are big, right?
Maybe you could put it in the chat there, Kyle.
Yeah.
Oh, and Kitty's cat loves Bob Marley. It was glued to the screen the whole time you were
Kitty's
playing
cat
that song.
loves Bob Marley. That's funny.
Okay.
Very big with the Rasta crowd, cats. Speaking of Kitty, this is kind of one for Kitty. She really likes. She often requests this song.
All right. I was also going to send this one out to the Legend of the North.
I don't
but,
see her online.
Not there? Okay. All right.
Dave Chikachi song from our CD, Fuse 32. Across the desert, across the river, over the fences we trespassed. 3 counties northward, we lay our blankets for our first night in Los Angeles, 'neath power lines and palm trees, among saints and thieves, 'neath smoggy skies and movie marquees. Dream with me. Some will call us the city's problem. Some will call us the enemy. But hear me, love, you're no illegal, for there is a law higher than these power lines and palm trees, among saints and thieves, these smoggy skies and movie marquees. Dream with me. From Pico Union to Campo Cahuenga, from the cathedrals to the underpasses, from La Migra to the missionaries, we'll find the angels this city promises. Hola mi Juan y Rosalita, Jesus y Maria. So go to sleep, love, knowing the strange, will be
Your new home when you awake.
power lines and palm trees, among saints
'neath smoggy skies and movie marquees. Dream with me.
Well, sorry about that. I got a thing in my throat right at the very biggest part of the whole song.
There you go.
Sorry.
Oh, very Canadian.
I'm trying to get help from the
Oh,
north.
Kyle's birthday is Friday. And
Okay.
the little puppy's going to be 53. Come on.
Holy crap. Is that
Give
true?
me a break.
That's irritating.
Oh, Bonnie Raitt's birthday is also Friday, according to him.
Well, it's also Joni Mitchell's birthday.
Friday?
It's either, no, tomorrow's Joni Mitchell's birthday, also my friend David Alden.
Okay.
And my grandfather, my mom's dad, his birthday is on Friday, November 8th, right? Is that right? Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah, today's the 6th.
Chicka-chicka-ching.
Here's one for Randy Bowers. Is he still online or has he gone to sleep?
No, I'm sure he's still here.
Yeah, but
I sent him the
he's
set list that
lurking.
he
He's
knew it
a
was coming.
professional lurker.
Yeah, he always
Yeah.
lurks. Oh, no, he's a texter.
Oh, okay. For between sundown's finish and midnight's broken toll, we ducked inside the doorway, thunder crashing as majestic bells of bolts struck shadows and the sounds seeming to be the chimes of freedom flashing for the warriors. The strength is not to fight. Flashing for the refugee on the unarmed road of flight. And for each and every underdog, soldier in the night. And we gazed upon the chimes of freedom flashing through the mad mystic hammering of a wild and ripping hail. The sky cracked its poems in naked wonder, though the clanging of the church bells blew far into the breeze, leaving only bells of lightning and its thunder. Striking for the gentle, striking for the kind, striking for the guardians and protectors of the mind, for the poet and the painter, far beyond his rightful time. And we gazed upon the chimes of freedom flashing, yeah. Even though a cloud's white curtain in a far-off corner flashed, and the hypnotic splattered mist was slowly lifting, electric lights still struck like arrows fired before the ones condemned to drift or else be kept from drifting. Tolling for searching ones on their speechless seeking trail. For the lonesome-hearted lover with too personal a tale. And for each unharmful, gentle soul displaced inside a jail. And we gazed upon the chimes of freedom flashing, starry-eyed and laughing, as I recall when we were caught, trapped by no track of ours, for the hang suspended. And as we listened one last time, oh, and we watched with one last look, spellbound and swallowed till the tolling ended, tolling for the aching ones whose wounds cannot be nursed, for the countless confused, accused, misused, strung out ones, worse. Yeah, for every hung-up person in this whole wide universe. And we gazed upon the chimes of freedom flashing, yeah, freedom. Freedom, yeah, freedom, freedom, freedom. Thank you very much.
And my watch got a thumbs up and a happy smile from Randy.
Good. I don't want any of that on the chat.
Actually, I have to apologize. Earlier, a song, I think it was Hole in the Moon, maybe? Yeah. I looked at my watch during the song, and I wasn't checking the time, but Patrick gets irritated by this, but when I get a text, it does this little ping,
Yes,
you know?
mine does too.
Yeah, and so, I mean, you can turn it off, but, so, on that patch you had for the synthesizer.
Oh, it had the same sound.
It has that little ping, but it kept going ping, 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 ping. So I was like, jeez,
That was that was my
like,
part. Yeah.
I know, but I was like, is that like the synth, or is my watch going crazy? You know, like, and then I was like, oh my God, I'm getting like notifications, and I just got one. And it went ping, and oh my God, really? No, I'm kidding. And anyway, and so I was like, first I was like panicked because like, why am I getting so many messages? Something's horribly wrong. Like, you know, anyway, it was just Andy's synth patch as it turned out.
Yeah, now I just need a synth patch that goes quack, quack.
Yeah, really.
I used to have a ringtone for Andy that went, it was called Robot or something. And it was because if I was mad at Andy, it would usually make me laugh. And so I guess I was mad at you a lot during that time period. Change it now. It's just normal now.
What is it now?
You've mellowed now.
What? It goes, bring.
It goes, where have been my blue-eyed son? And then I know it's you. That would be a good ringtone for you, actually. All right, we'll see if I can sing this one.
Yeah, you need to, because I don't know the lyrics to this one. I knew a couple of the ones.
Thank you for the assist. I appreciate that. Was a man back in 95 whose heart read out a summer's boat before he died. I asked him, wait, what's the sense in life? Come over me, something comes over me. Man, why you gotta sing that tune? Catch a Dylan song at some eclipse of the moon. Let an angel swing and make you swoon. Then you will see, then you will see. There's a reason for the world, you and I. Picked up my kid from school today. Did you learn anything? 'Cause in the world today, you can't live in a castle far away. So talk to me, talk to me. He said, Dad, I'm big, but we're smaller than small. The scheme of things, well, we're nothing at all. Still every mother's child sings a lonely song. So stay with me, come stay with me. And hey, Dad, here's a riddle for you. Find the answer. There's a reason for the world, you and I. I said, son, for all I've told you, when you get right down to the reason for the world, who am I? There are secrets that we still have left to find. There have been mysteries from the beginning of time. There are answers we're not wise enough to see. He said, you're looking for a clue. I love you free. Baddest wings and the summer flies as I look into my angel's eyes. A song plays on while the moon is hiding over me. Something comes over me. Guess we're big and I guess we're small. When I think about it, man, you know we got it all. Still we're all we got on this bouncing ball. So stay with me, come stay with me. Here's a riddle for you. Find the answer. There's a reason for the world, you and I. Thank you.
Great song.
That's a great song.
It is.
All right.
Should we get into some requests? Yeah? Okay.
All right. Well, we knew Jimmy was coming tonight, so we're going to do one of his favorites, The Girl in the Band. Thank you for that cough drop, Sandy.
Oh, you're welcome.
Appreciate it. It's kind of interesting singing with it in your mouth at the same time.
You know, if you ever saw Pavarotti sing,
Yeah.
he used to chew gum, and then he would shove it up in the corner of his mouth, and then he would sing this big aria, and then start chewing again. It was very fascinating.
I mean, no offense, but that's just not right.
I think he needed to keep that throat moist.
Well, maybe. I was varying putting it on top of my tongue and putting it under my tongue. It's kind of interesting. At least I don't sound like when I wear my mouth night guard. At least it wasn't as bad. Anyway.
At least you didn't choke on it or something.
Yeah, that would have been bad. Because I don't think anybody near us how to do the Heimlich.
I don't know how to do it.
Oh, Teddy does. Okay, good. Oh, good. Well, we're in safe hands, Andy.
Okay. All right.
All right, so this is a song from our CD called A River Is Gone. I believe it was released in 2004, maybe? Something like that. I call it the Green Album.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's the Green Album.
Waitress buys me a drink with a note and a wink. I take a a sip and I think, is someone making fun of me? Oh, the drummer counts to 6 with a twirl of his sticks. It's one snare shot and a kick, and she's standing in front of me. Oh, her smile fills the room until she lifts her voice to the moon, and I swoon as she raises her hand. I want the girl in the band. Keep it quiet now. Everybody knows anyhow. I'm more than a fan. I want the girl in the band. I'm biding my time between the riddle and rhyme until her eye catches mine. Third line of the second verse. Oh, I watch my partner fade into the charade till I think the parade that I've made's getting better, not getting worse. Yeah, I'm on the dance floor holding my own until her lips kiss the microphone. My situation at home's getting way out of hand. I want the girl in the band. Keep it quiet now. Everybody knows anyhow. I'm more than a fan. I want the girl in the band. They will be worn again. This oath they will be sworn again. But you are religion, I'm being born again. I want the girl in the band. Keep it quiet now. Everybody knows anyhow. I'm more than a fan. I want the girl in the band. 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 Oh, hey, hey, hey.
All right, we're going to do a Bob Dylan song. Hope I can remember how it goes. I think I can.
Oh, cool.
I think I can. I think I can.
Like little train. I think I can. I think I can. I hope I can.
So I'm supposed to play, Andy's leaving tomorrow night for Denver, home of the blues. Not many people know that. Anyway, and I'm supposed to play Banana Leaf tomorrow night all by myself.
Yeah, so go on out there and support Renee.
Yeah, so if I feel too bad in the morning and I don't think I can do it, I'll let you guys know. But
Okay.
I'm scheduled to do that.
Yeah. Oh, April wants to know, Bob who?
Bob who? Nice, April.
Billy Bob Thornton, April.
Hi, April.
And Rick wants to know if I'm wearing my hat.
You're not.
No, I'm not.
She's not, Rick.
Hi, Rick.
Hi, Rick. Senor, Senor, do you know where we're headed? Lincoln County Road or Armageddon. Seems like I've been down this way before. Is there any truth in that, Senor? Senor, Senor, do you know where she's hiding? How long are we gonna be riding? How long must I keep my eyes glued to the door? Will there be any comfort there, Senor? There's a wicked wind still blowing on that upper deck. There's an iron cross still hanging down from around the neck. There's a marching band still playing in that vacant lot where she held me in her arms one time and said, forget me not, Senor. Senor, I can see that painted wagon, smell the tail of the dragon. Can't stand the suspense anymore. Can you tell me who to contact here, Senor? Well, the last thing I remember before I stripped and kneeled was a tree load of fools bogged down in a magnetic field. Gypsy with a broken flag and a flashing ring. Said, son, this ain't a dream no more, it's a real thing. Senor, Senor, you know their hearts as hard as leather. Give me a minute, let me get it together. Just got to pick myself up off the floor. I'm ready when you are, Senor, Senor, Senor. Let's overturn these tables, disconnect these cables. This place don't make sense to me no more. Can you tell me who to contact here, Senor? Thank you so much. All right, that was for Annie Moser, actually, who sent me that
I
article.
thought you said that was for Andy.
And it was for Annie, or you would say Annie.
Annie. I would. Annie.
who sent me that article that I earlier read from, and it's on my Facebook page if you want to read the whole thing. It's really worth listening to. Before you go, Andy, or you just go ahead. I'm going to go blow my nose. I'll be back.
All right. There's some paper towels over there. They're 50 grit, so it should feel really good on your nose. All right, here's one for the Hatter. This is a Steve Earle song. It's called the Fort Worth Blues. 4,000 neons burning bright, pretty lights, red and blue. Shut down all the honky-tonks tonight. Say a prayer or two, if they only knew. You used to say the highway was your home. We both know that ain't true. It's just the only place a man can go when he don't know where he's traveling to. And Colorado's always clean and healing. Tennessee in spring's green and cool. It never really was your kind of town. So you walked around with the Fort Worth Blues. Somewhere up beyond the Great Divide, where the sky is wide and the clouds are few, a man can see his way clear to the light. Just hold on tight, that's all you gotta do. Yeah, and they say Texas weather's always changing. One thing change brings something new. Houston really ain't that bad a town, so you hung around with the Fort Worth Blues. Bay tonight, silver light of green and blue. Every place I travel through, I find some kind of sign that you've been through. Yeah, and Amsterdam's always good for grieving. London never fails to leave me blue. Paris never was my kind of town, so I walked around with the Fort Worth Blues. Paris never was my kind of town, so I walked around with the Fort Worth Blues. Very nice, Hatter. Thanks for asking for that one.
Oh, and Randy approved it too.
Approved.
By text or
Mulligan
By
Bank,
text.
Mulligan
By
Bank
text.
stamp. Approved. That loan was approved, Andy.
I guess I had enough collateral. Yeah. Thank you, Randy.
Is that
I can do an acoustic version of the Fort Worth Blues. Can I get a loan at
Or is it the line, he asked me for collateral, so I pulled down my pants? That's a Bob Dylan line. I'm just asking. Asking for a friend. So.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, Hatter says thank you.
Sure.
Do you know that Patrick will quote Andy Hill lyrics when we're on vacation and stuff? It's awesome.
Is it because he doesn't want you to get lonesome?
No, I just think there's many that that fit certain situations. Yeah, mostly from the Indian rope burn. That's what they're mostly from.
Or when the cows come home?
Yeah. All right, we're going to try this one. I don't know if I can sing it, but what the hell? We're among friends, right? I hope nobody new is watching.
No, I think...
That girl sucks, man. She can't sing.
We learned this one recently, but it has so many chords that like a couple of weeks went by and we didn't play it, and I couldn't remember how it went. So I figured it out just before the show, so here it goes. We've done like 15 songs since then, and all those chords are in the way.
Downtown, my darling, diamond store thief. In the war of independence, rock and roll reigned the sweetest victory. Under neon signs, a girl was in bloom, and a woman was fading in a suburban room. I said, take me to the dance. Do you want to dance? I love to dance. And I told him, they don't make chances. They seem so removed from romance. And we've been broken in churches and schools and molded to middle-class circumstance. And we were rolling, rolling, rock and rolling. Downtown, the dance halls and cafes feel so wild you could break somebody's heart just doing the latest dance craze. Gail and Louise and those push-up braziers, tight dresses and rhinestone rings, drinking up the band's beers. Young love was kissing under bridges, kissing in cars, kissing in cafes. And we were walking down Main Street, kisses like bright flags hung on holidays. In France they kiss on Main Street, amour, mama, not cheap display. And we were rolling, rolling, rock and rolling. Downtown in the pinball arcade, with his head full of pool hall pictures and songs from the hit parade. He'd be singing bye bye love while he's racking up his free play. Let this rock and roll choir boys come and carry us away. Sometimes Chicky had the car, or Ron had the car, or led for Melvin with his hot wire head. We'd all go looking for a party, looking to raise Jesus up from the dead. And I'd be kissing in the backseat, thrilling to the Brando-like things that he said. We'd be rolling, rolling, rock and rolling. Rolling, rolling, rock and rolling. Rolling, rolling, rock and roll.
Nice, he remembered.
Nice, Andy.
And we got through it.
Yeah. We had to make up, that's called in France, They Kiss on Main Street. And since that Fort Worth Blues song, the guy likes Fort Worth better than he likes Paris.
Which is really misguided.
interesting.
Texans, man.
We needed
Oh,
to redeem. We needed to.
Steve Earle, what do you
Did you
expect?
just say Texans, man?
Well, this is the
Well,
guy.
as a Texan, I take that in stride. Yeah.
The writer of the song he described the worst experience of his life was producing Lucinda Williams' album "Car Wheels on a Gravel Road," which is like one of my favorite albums.
Right.
And
Steve Earle.
then later on, I heard an interview where he told a story about he was hanging around with who's the guy who wrote Poncho and Lefty, Townes Van Zandt. They were close friends, and Townes was kind of crazy, and they played a game of Russian roulette. And Townes gets the 6 gun, and he puts it to his own head, and he goes click, and then he spins it, does it again, click, and then he goes to Steve Earle, your turn. And producing Lucinda Williams' album was worse than that.
I think it also
I'm
was
not surprised that he wasn't really, blown away by Paris. Yeah.
I think also he spent a lot of time in the army in Vietnam, and he said producing that album was worse than that.
Jeez Louise.
So it must have been, pretty bad, Andy, honestly. But they got a good product. All right, this is for Wayne Munchell, also the Mosers.
Wayne?
Yeah, Wayne and
I
Jeanette.
did not know that. Okay, I
Yep.
didn't see that on the
Yes,
thing.
well, I have
It was
very good eyesight,
It was
Andy.
only written in, 25-point font, so I didn't have my 200-power microscope.
Well, I have trusty contact lenses, so there you go.
Yeah. Love-struck Romeo sang a streets of serenade, laying everybody low with a love song that he made. Finds a street lamp, steps out of the shade, says something like, "You and me, babe, how about it?" Juliet says, "Hey, it's Romeo. You nearly give me a heart attack." He's underneath the window, she's singing, "Hey, La, my boyfriend's back. You shouldn't come around here singing up at people like that. Anyway, what you gonna do about it?" Juliet, the dice was loaded from the start, and I bet, and you exploded into my heart, and I forget the movie song. When you gonna realize it was just that the time was wrong, Juliet? They come up on different streets. They were both streets of shame, both dirty, both mean, as then the dream was just the same. I dreamed a dream for you, now your dream is real. How can you look at me as if I was just another one of your deals? You can fall for chains of silver, you can fall for chains of gold, you can fall for pretty strangers and the promises they hold. You promise me everything, yeah, you promise me thick and thin, you know. They just say, "Oh, Romeo, yeah, you know, I used to have a scene with him." Juliet, when we made love, you used to cry. You said, "I love you like the stars above." You said, "I love you till I die. There's a place for us." You know the movie song. When you're gonna realize it was just that the time was wrong, Juliet. can't do the talk like the talking on the TV. I can't do a love song the way it's meant to be. I can't do everything, but I'll do anything for you. I can't do anything except be in love with you. All I do is miss you the way we used to be. All I do is keep the beat in bad company, and all I do is kiss you through the bars of Orion. Juliet, I do the stars with you anytime. Juliet, when we made love, you used to cry. You said I love you like the stars above. You said I love you till I die. There's a place for us. You know the movie song. When you gonna realize it was just that the time was wrong. Juliet, Juliet. Love struck Romeo, sing a street serenade, laying everybody low. With a love song that he made, finds a convenient street lamp, steps out of the shade, says something like, you and me, babe, how about it? You and me, babe, how about it? Straight song. If you like that version, it's on our album Hurricane of the Heart. That is a Mark Knopfler composition. And if you want a really good 5-10 minute ride, you can go on YouTube and call up the Professor of Rock, and he does the backstory to that song. And as great as the song was for the first, I guess that album came out in 1980, and I probably saw that thing like a year or two ago. I don't have a calculator out. I don't think they had invented the calculator yet at the time that song came out.
The abacus.
Like 40-something years ago. It got even better when I heard the story behind it. So
Nice.
do yourself a favor and listen to that. All right, what do we got there, Renee?
Got Abraham Martin John, got Watching Reform, got the loadout, and we got Fuse.
Okay, we don't.
We can do the loadout instead.
Yeah, but do we want to be okay?
With which one? Yeah, because my voice is bad, so. Yeah. We're discussing.
You were mumbling.
Sylvia? Yeah. Well, mumbling in a secretive sort of way.
My son taught me there's actually a genre of music called mumble rap. It's hard enough to, follow what they're saying anyway, because they sing so fast. Thank you. Have to hear it like 500 times before I can hear the title of the song.
Well, maybe you can watch it on MTV like you did the. Oh, look, I almost put two
On a
capos
great
on.
big TV.
Like who I Joel
Joel
Raphael.
Raphael.
Okay, I probably don't need to.
Inside joke.
Oh, right. Well, this
Don't
was
go into
a secret textoso line request for Sylvia Alvarado.
Anybody here seen my old friend Abraham? Can you tell me where he's gone? He freed a lot of people, but it seems the good they died young. I just looked around and he's gone. Anybody here see my old friend John? Can you tell me where he's gone? He freed a lot of people, but it seemed the good they die young. I just looked around and he's gone. Anybody here seen my old friend Martin? Can you tell me where he's gone? He freed a lot of people, but it seems the good they die young. I just looked around and he's gone. The things that they stood for, and didn't they try to find some good for you and me, and we'll be free someday soon. It's gonna be one day. Anybody here seen my old friend Bobby? Can you tell me where he's gone? I thought I saw someone in a boat with Abraham and Martin and John. Thank you very much.
All right, Chuckinator is out there. Hey, the Chuckinator.
Is he still up over
He's
there
still
in
up.
Del
Yeah.
Air?
There's no baseball to watch, so he's reverted to us.
I can tell if he's up. I'll see if he's playing Words with Friends.
Chug-a-lug. Hope your stomach feels better. Chuck, he was going to come to the lighthouse yesterday, but he had a Roberts.
So I don't know if Rick Lyman did peace signs or rabbit ears. They kind of look the same. I can't quite figure it
I
out.
bet they were peace
think it
signs
was a
as
peace
opposed to
sign.
rabbit ears.
They do look like rabbit ears.
Judge Rick Lyman, he has on his home in Idaho, it's an enormous peace sign.
That lights up.
And it lights up in the night, and it shines all the way over Priest Lake.
That's beautiful.
It's a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Yeah.
What's the matter with me? I just don't have much to say. Daylight beating down over the chimney tops, still in this all-night cafe. Walking to and fro beneath the moon, out to where the trucks are rolling slow. To sit down on this bank of sand and watch the river flow. Wish I was back in the city instead of this old bank of sand. With daylight beating down over the chimney tops and the one I love so close at hand. If I had wings and I could fly, you know where I would go. But right now I'll just sit here so contentedly and watch the river flow. People disagreeing on everything, yep, makes you stop and wonder why. Well, yesterday I saw somebody on the street who just couldn't help but cry. So river keep on rolling though, no matter what gets in the way, which way the wind does blow. As long as it does, I'll sit here and watch the river flow. And read a book. Well, yesterday I saw somebody on the street who was really shook. This whole river keep on rolling though, no matter what gets in the way, which way the wind does blow. As long as it does, I'll sit here and watch the river flow. I'll watch the river flow. Watch the river flow, oh yeah. I watch the river flow, yeah. Watch the river flow, yeah. Watch the river flow, yeah. I watch the river flow, oh yeah. Well, I'll just sit here on this bank of sand and watch the river flow.
Thank you very much. All right. Well, we are barreling towards the end here.
Okay. This is how you can support our enterprise as we go forth. That is Renee's, whatever it's called. What's that? What's it? Venmo, PayPal. Does it have a little like representation of a thing? No? Grog. Oh, okay. The BC character, the caveman. Yeah. All right. You know why? The early cavemen had pictures of rhinoceroses in their caves, because it was too hard to spell rhinoceros. Yeah. Anyway, that's how you can support us, if you can somehow penetrate what I just said there.
Actually, I like your Vanna White.
I heard somewhere in folklore that I was related to Carol Merrill. You have to be old enough to remember Let's Make a Deal, but I doubt it's true. But I do kind of have that thing down, though.
You were good at that.
I was very
Yeah, I
impressed.
was thinking of it was either sportscaster, singer, or spokesmodel. Those was between those three.
I think you missed your calling.
So
I think
I
you
picked
could
singer.
definitely.
I don't know. I'm not sure if I was the right decision. I guess the game's not over. I could always be a spokesmodel. What do you think, Andy?
Do you have the height?
Do I
for
have the
being
height?
a spokesmodel? I guess
No, you don't
got
have-
the shoes.
You know, to be honest with you, I was thinking about that kind of thing just yesterday because the waitress, Alyssa, who works at the lighthouse on Tuesdays, she's leaving the lighthouse to
Right.
start a career as a flight attendant, and I believe she's considerably shorter than I am, and I'm 5'2". And I believe that it used to be if you had to be a certain height to be a flight attendant. And I think they've relaxed their height requirement
You know-
because she's probably 5'1" at the most.
I have no talent, but
You're
was
tall?
But I was the perfect height. You had to be between 5'7" and 5'10" to be a Rockette, and I was 5'8.5". So if I had talent, I could have been a Rockette.
Wow, well maybe next live stream you could show us your audition tape. Rockette. That was a lot of hip flexibility. Oh, the time will come up when the winds will stop and the breeze will cease to be breathing, like the stillness in the wind before the hurricane begins, the hour that the ship comes in, and the seas will split and the ship will hit, and the sands on the shoreline will be shaken, and the waves will sound and the tide will pound and the morning will be a breaking. Oh, the fishes will laugh as they swim out of the path, and the seagulls, they'll be a-smiling, and the rocks on the sand will proudly stand the hour that the ship comes in, and the words that are used for to get the ship confused will not be understood as they're spoken, for the chains of the sea will have busted in the night and be buried on the bottom of the ocean. All right. Or a song will lift as the mainsail shifts and the boat drifts onto the shoreline. your demands, but we'll shout
From the bow, your days are numbered.
and like Pharaoh's child, they'll be drowned in the tide, and like Goliath, they'll be conquered. Thank you very much. All right. Well, thanks for listening. Thank you, Sandy.
You're welcome.
We're going to finish off with a song for Pam and Bill Topper, who I hope to see this weekend in Las Vegas when we visit my mom. Yeah, we're going gambling. Yes, Andy, you know what a big gambler I am. $10 on 15 red, and that's about it. So thank you so much for listening, everybody. Hope this filled up your night with some smiles and some, all the good feels and all that. Yep. Thank you, Sandy.
You're welcome.
Thanks,
Thank
Andy,
you.
for hosting our event this evening, and thank you for all your generosity, everybody.
The song has a funny chord in it, and I don't know if I'm going to remember it. Now the seats are all empty. Let the roadies take the stage. Pack it up and tear it down. They're the first to come and the last to leave. Working for that minimum wage. They'll set it up in another town. Tonight the people were so fine. They waited there in line. And when they got up on their feet, they made the show. And that was sweet, but I can hear the sound of slamming doors and folding chairs. That's a sound they'll never know. So roll them cases out and lift them amps. Haul them trusses down and get them up them ramps. 'Cause when it comes to moving me, you know you guys are the champs. But when that last guitar's been packed away, you know that I still want to play. So just make sure you got it all set to go before you come for my piano. But the band's on the bus, and they're waiting to go. We gotta ride all night and do a show in Redondo or Detroit. I don't know. We do so many shows in a row. These towns all look the same. We just pass the time in our hotel rooms and wander around backstage till those lights come up and we hear that crowd. We remember why we came. Country and western on the bus, R&B. We got disco, 8 tracks and cassettes and stereo. We got rural scenes and magazines. We got truckers on CB. We got Jerry Seinfeld on the video. We got time to think of the ones we love while the miles roll away. And the only time that seems too short is the time that we get to play. As people, you've got the power over what we do. You can sit there and wait. You can pull us through. Come along, sing a song. You know you can't go wrong. 'Cause when that morning sun comes beating down, you're gonna wake up in your town. But we'll be scheduled to appear 1,000 miles away from here. People stay just a little bit longer. We want to play just a little bit longer. Oh, the promoter don't mind, the union don't mind, if we take a little time and we leave it all behind, singing one more song.
Oh, won't you stay just a little bit longer? Please, 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 say you will
Say you will.
Oh, won't you stay just a little bit longer? Please, please, stay just a little bit longer.
Hey, yeah, yeah. Oh, the promoter don't mind, and the neighbors don't mind, if we take a little time and we leave it all behind, singing one more song. Thank you very much, everybody. That concludes live stream number 240. Good night.
See you next time.